There we go. Sup, ladies and gentlemen, Akalon here, and welcome back to each and every one of you. Of course, if you're watching this over on YouTube, please remember to hit that like button and also click the link in the description down below, because it is always better when it's live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday, 30th of August, I want to say. Is it August? Yep. So welcome back. Yeah, we've got a whole week of streaming ahead of us. We're going to be doing some YouTube maintenance shit. Got a lot of videos that I uploaded that I need to sort of title and make sure that they go live when they're supposed to go live. And then, yeah, we'll see what else I'm going to be doing. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. So we'll see. Anyways, hope everyone's been doing well. I've been sick, as most of you know, for a while. So I'm happy to say that I'm no longer sick. I was at the gym this morning, 5 o'clock. Today was actually quite nice. I did fitness for the first time in a long time. I decided to do some fitness shit. I'll be honest with you. I did not enjoy that. Not even a fucking little. Like, usually when I go to the gym, I do weights, and I'm fine with doing weights. I hate fitness. Like, it's just so fucking boring. But I did it, you know. I did some rowing, and I did some fucking, I don't know what the hell you call it, but it's like it's like the same action as if you're skiing. It's like the action that you do, and that shit was brutal. But yeah, I decided to do a little bit more fitness, you know, get that heartbeat up every day, just because I think that's healthy for you. Just like a good 10 minutes of fitness. Lunari, how you doing? Yeah, well, early stream, but these days pretty much standard stream. Like, yeah, for the last 3 weeks we've started the stream around this time, usually between 11 and 12, depending on how long it takes me to finish it. Today I just had to edit all of the Skeptic Orc videos from last night from the Q&A, and I just finished the last thumbnails for all of those. So then I thought, fuck it, let's go live. Let's be live. The only days where I'm probably going to be a little bit later are the days where I sort of make videos for the main channel. That's going to be tomorrow, right? So yeah, on the days that I make videos for the main channel, those days I'll probably start later, like 12 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But yeah, whenever I can, I want to do as early as possible. Maria, how you doing? Why are you doing this to me? I'm about to do D&D and you are opening a stream. Dude, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Tell your friends that you can't play D&D anymore. It's easy. Flirty Growl, how you doing? Alderson, how you doing, brother? King Julian, how you doing, bro? I haven't had time for streams in a while. Shit. What's kept you busy, Lunari? For once, I got the Twitch notification on time. Dude, get in here. How you doing, bro? No, I mean, I kind of like the earlier streams, I'm not going to lie. I know that the best time to stream is sort of in the evenings, right? But it is not fun living in South Africa, streaming on an American schedule, because the world just passes you by. Like, you sleep weird hours and you don't get enough sleep. So no, I've gone to, fuck it, I'll stream whenever I'm awake and whenever South Africa is awake, like normal hours, and we'll just see what the fuck happens. But it does, I mean, it doesn't stop the Americans from coming in here anyways. So that's all good. Digit, how you doing, brother? Uni, Love has registration for second semester is coming up, and I still have tests to do. What are you studying, Unari? 707 ads, deodorant ads, beef jerky, F1 game, etc. Digit, hey bro, thanks for watching the ads, I guess. The ads suck, but, you know, what am I, like, it's fucking Twitch, man. I wish I didn't have to show ads. But, yeah, I'm going to do something, I'm going to try something for, like, the next 2 months. We'll see how that goes. But we're basically going to be doing 1 day Twitch, 1 day YouTube. So tomorrow we'll be live on YouTube. Luckily, there's no fucking ads on YouTube, so you don't have to worry about that. But since Twitch have changed the rules and they've said, look, you can stream on YouTube directly after you did a Twitch stream, you no longer have to worry about the 24/24 bullshit. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna see how it goes. Sort of double dip, you know, get one day YouTube, one day Twitch, see which one is best. I just woke, not expecting to see a living soul streaming as far as my favorite content creator list goes. I'm glad I was wrong. Nice way to start the day off. Dude, I'm happy to be here for this. I'm happy to be here for this, bro. Batman, how you doing, bro? I was going to exercise today, but hearing you talk about it has worn me out. Guess I'll just chill. Jesus. So wait, me just saying that I went to the gym was enough for you to go, yeah, fuck it, I'll go tomorrow. I just finished the MSQ for 6.2 and I really enjoyed 6.2 story. Can't wait till you get there. See a reaction to the... Hey, we'll get there eventually, one day. One day, King Julian. Don't hold your breath, though, because one day might be, you know, longer than you think. But no, we will eventually get back to Final Fantasy. I'm just, yeah, right now I'm not going to do Final Fantasy. Not until my voice is 100%, because Final Fantasy is a lot of talking. Like, straight up. Probably the most talking one can do. And my voice is not great. Last night was again one of those where it starts off well, and then as it goes on, the more I talk, the more my voice just goes, oh my god, can we get a break, bro? This is fucking heavy. So yeah, we'll give it a rest for now. Plus, I'm not in the mood right now for Final Fantasy. Clean, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, 8 months in a row. You degenerate fuck. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clean, how you doing? It's greater than it was for sure. Like, did you hear my voice last night, did you? Like, my voice was fucked, bro. Fuck Jim, I was gonna lay in bed and gain weight and eat my lunch while watching you. Best lunch ever. What did the doctor say, by the way, about your voice? I mean, it's not like I didn't go to the doctor for my voice. I went to the doctor for my lungs. The voice is just like an unhappy side effect of the inhalers that I use for my lungs. Those inhalers, like, I don't know what compound it is, but one of the composition, like one of the ingredients in the inhalers goes, it attaches itself to your vocal cords, and then it weakens the vocal cords. So you just sort of have to get through it, get to the other side of it. I'm still using the inhalers, so my voice is still going to take a while to get better. But it does start to hurt after a while. So if I speak too much, my voice will actively start hurting, which isn't good because you are damaging it if you don't shut the fuck up then. But, you know. An alien? You haven't been here for a while, Clean. How's life? Maria, how can I stream and not speak that much? Like, what good would a stream be if I don't speak at all? Can you imagine how bad that stream would be? Like, imagine all of you fucking came in here now, right? And this was me. So you all came in, right? You're all chatting away and you're saying hello, and this is me. Would that be fun? Would you go, oh my god, best stream ever? Matt, how you doing, bro? Chat often has its own conversations going on anyway. True. Which is amazing, but at the same time annoying, because I'll be in the middle of something, and then I look at chat, and I'm like, what did I miss? Because chat's just gone completely in their own fucking way. They're talking about their own shit, and I don't have a clue what's going on. Which is kind of annoying, considering I'm the streamer. I'm supposed to be leading the conversation, but no. My chat is having their own fucking conversation because clearly the content is just way too boring. Niara, how are you doing? Peyton, how are you doing? could do Darth Vader imitations. Dude, that's literally just sitting there with a fucking mask on. Lucas, thanks for the Prime sub, did really appreciate that. 2 months in a row. You degenerate fuck. Happy to have you back, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, I mean, I like talking. I like discussing things. That's one of the reasons I like streaming. So yeah, I don't think I would fucking want to stream if I couldn't speak. Or if I was like just doing gaming stuff, that would be super boring. Because I could do that, right? I could like go all in and just be a proper gamer streamer. You know, that's all you do. Disco option, you motherfucker. Thank you so much, you degenerate cunt. How you doing, bro? How many months is that? 8 months in a row. Thank you, thank you, thank you. CDJ, how you doing? Lisario, how you doing? It's been a while since I could be here live. Hey, I'm very happy to have you here. I'm good. Thanks for asking. I'm very good. You guys are far too kind. I see the hype train has already left the station. Do not fall for that, ladies and gentlemen. It is a scammaz. Dude, I haven't been live for so long. It feels like this is the first time I've ever streamed in my life. I feel so out of practice. It's surreal. Mr. Juicer, thanks for the Prime sub. Did really appreciate that. 2 months in a row. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why not actually? Your gaming streams are alone already much of an entertainment. It depends on what games, right? And also gaming streams. Digit, what are you talking about? The last time we played Divinity Original Sin in this fucking channel, Maria the Pigeon doing her duty for the DGen army. Maria, thank you so much for the 5 community subs. Ladies and gentlemen, can I see some hearts in chat? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that, Maria. Digit, yeah, okay. The Elden Ring thing was fun for you as chat because you kept laughing at me for fucking dying to the boss with the giant horsey because he kept headbutting me with his fucking horse. I'm talking about like the last time we streamed Divinity Original Sin. You know that we spent 6 hours in one room. The entirety of my Divinity Original Sin 2 stream was me standing in one room, and I think we had like half a conversation. So I wouldn't call myself a very good gaming streamer. Unless, of course, the game that we're playing is going to take 1,000,000 years to finish, because that is about the speed at which we go. Lysaria, thanks for the tier. What's up? Really appreciate that. 7 months in a row, you degenerate fuck. How you doing? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, that was your fault, Taco. If you weren't so bad, you maybe wouldn't die so much. Dude, I still killed it, so go suck a dick. Still took it down, you know. And we have to get back to Elden Ring at some point as well. Although, while I was sick, I watched The Expanse, as I told you guys. Like, I had a ton of fun watching The Expanse. I literally no-lifed The Expanse from season 1 to season 6, all of it done. And then I was so in the mood for space that I've restarted Mass Effect. Just because I really want to fucking get something in space. I want to play something that takes me into space. So I've been playing Mass Effect. Right now I'm a little bit addicted again to Mass Effect, so there is that. Have you seen the new Outlast Trials trailer? This is a game for Akko and Degens, in my opinion. Yeah, I would not play Outlast even if you sucked my dick, Lunari. Like, you could tell me, listen here, dude, we've lined up Kate Beckinsale. She's gonna suck your knob if you play Outlast, actually while you play Outlast. And I would be like, never mind. I'm not doing it. Fuck that, dude. I don't want to play games that's scary. I don't like it. Why would you play a game that purposefully makes you stressed? I play games to relax. I have not watched House of Dragon. I don't do it that way. I will watch House of Dragon once all of the seasons have been released. I'm sorry. I refuse to accept that this is the way to do things. I refuse to accept it. Prime and HBO Max and all these guys need to wake the fuck up and realize that it is much better to release all of the episodes at once, like Netflix does, so that I can be a degenerate little cunt and just watch everything at the same time. I hate this watch it and then wait a week, watch it and then wait a week, watch it and then wait a week. What's the point? Super Side Sniper, how you doing, brother? You play WoW, though, at Relax Comment. But WoW is quite relaxing. I don't mind WoW, you know? I mean, I find it relaxing to rant about how bad the game is. So for me, WoW is right up my fucking alley. Agreed, but they keep the subscribers. They would keep me as a subscriber if they released all the fucking episodes at once. Like, I despise watching shit one episode at a time. It annoys me to no end. So no, I haven't watched it yet. My brothers do. They watch it every single week. I'm waiting. So as soon as all of the episodes are out, that's when I'll head in and watch it. Right now, I don't have anything to watch. Master Joel, how you doing, brother? I totally agree with you. I don't know why people keep saying that waiting a week is good. It's horrible. Disney Plus is doing the same. I have to wait for She-Hulk for a week. Yeah, I would not watch She-Hulk even if you paid me. Like, they have fucked up the story of She-Hulk. It's insane. Like, just, okay, never mind. Let's ignore everything about She-Hulk, right? Let's ignore the actual canon and let's just, you know, whatever. So, yeah, I wouldn't watch that. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I refuse to watch anything from Disney these days because everything that Disney touch is just fucking shit. Siphon, how you doing, brother? Watch Sandman? Oh my god, Sandman. Dude, what a fucking show. Like, it is good. A lot of fantasy. Like, a shit ton of fantasy. I wasn't prepared for it, to be honest. When I started watching it, I saw this new show on Netflix. I thought, nah, it's probably not going to be good, you know. Then I watched it, and I'm a little hooked, although then Expanse came along, and that sort of interfered. I think I'm at episode 8 with Sandman, but I can't go back to Sandman until I have my space fix. I need space. I don't know why, but that's just how I am. I go on these bends, right? And then I need everything to feed this bend. And then eventually I reach a point where I'm like, fuck it, I'm done with this now. And then I go on a new bend, and that takes me a whole... So prior to the space bend, I was on the future bend. So, you know, I watched Continuum, because why not? Really cool show. I watched Altered Carbon. Then eventually I watched Minority Report again. I've already watched it, but I watched it again because it's future. Why wouldn't I? Then I played Cyberpunk 2 times, I think. I finished Cyberpunk 2077 just because future again. And then I went to my space bend. And now I'm back on the space bend and playing Mass Effect. So, you know, I go on these sort of, this is what I do now. And then that's what I do. Comes out weekly because the chance to get spoiling the end is lower. And if it's a good series, you can also talk, make theories, what will happen. Yeah, but you can talk and make theories about what will happen after you've watched the full fucking season. That's much more fun. I'm eagerly waiting for Saturday to have a proper laugh at Rings of Power. Oh, dude. From what I've heard... So I have the benefit of knowing someone that saw the first episode of Rings of Power. And I was basically told, if you like Lord of the Rings, if you like the universe of J.R.R. Tolkien, you're going to hate this show. Naomi, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Really appreciate that. 8 months in a row. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're going to hate it. They shat on the lore of Lord of the Rings. So... we'll see. We'll see. Sandman was amazing, and I can't wait for the next season. The fan base is saying that they are sticking to the comics as close as possible. Most of the lines are taken from the comic books. I've never read the comic books, but I like the fact that they are. If they are indeed, I like that. I think you should be... I'm not saying that you should... So, for example, take Witcher 3, or Witcher, the TV show Witcher. It does not stick as closely to the books or to the game as I thought originally they would, right? They do take some creative license with some of the things in the story, and it's still good. I still love that show. I think it's really well done. And the creative licenses that they are taking, they're not destroying the lore, they're just adding on to it, which is fine. My problem is, take something like She-Hulk. So I watched the first season of She-Hulk, and they almost immediately kind of suggest that She-Hulk is just as strong as Hulk. Like, they're on the same power level, or maybe she's even more powerful than Hulk, which is not fucking true. In the actual comic book, in World War, the World War comic book series, Hulk literally kills her with one punch. She jumps onto the battlefield, she challenges Hulk, and he one punch dead. Just done. Okay, thanks, She-Hulk. Thanks for fucking joining the battle. You're no more. And then Hulk just moves on. So as soon as you start taking, okay, this is the canonical truth, Hulk is much stronger than She-Hulk, and now you go, no, fucking female power, they're equal power. It's like, no, they're not. You have to, like, if you're gonna change the rules, then make a new fucking series. I don't have a problem if you want to come up with a superhero that is female and much stronger than any of the other male superheroes. That's fucking fine. But then do your own thing. Don't take a universe that already has canonical rules and then go, nah, fuck it, we'll just change those rules. So yeah, it kind of annoys me. Yeah, that's the other thing, Master Joel. Technically speaking, Hulk was created to basically become as strong as whatever the fuck he's fighting. Things are, yeah, but we do have, there are moments in the comic books where you do get a relative sense of the power level, right? So yes, power levels tend to be a little bit all over the place in Marvel. In DC, not so much, but in Marvel, definitely. The power levels seem to be all over the place. But we do have, like, moments, like, for example, in the World War series, where Hulk and She-Hulk faces off, and Hulk one punch dead her. Like, just fucking one punch, thanks for playing, get fucked. Right? So, Hulk, definitely very powerful. The same thing with Loki. In the movies, you saw what Hulk did to Loki, right? Same thing. That is now an established power level at least. So at least when it comes to power levels, we can say if Hulk and Loki were to fight, Loki probably lose, right? Just because why the fuck not? The movie shows it. In the comics, he was fighting Thor, so they had to dramatically weaken the Hulk. World War Hulk movie is on the plan, by the way, Echo. Are they actually doing a World War Hulk? The right, to be honest with you, this is exactly what I said. Whatever Disney touches turns to fucking ash, bro. They took the Star Wars universe, which is literally, dude, even blind drunk with no fucking talent could you make $1 billion off of a Star Wars film, right? Like, you have to be out of your skull drunk and probably, like, mentally challenged to not make money off of Star Wars. It's a license to fucking print money. And under the gentle tutelage of Disney, they have managed to take 6 amazing films and then turn it into shit after that. Just the worst films you can fucking imagine. And it's like, dude, you just had to keep doing what they fucking did. Like, you didn't have to reinvent the wheel. You just had to keep going. And I don't mind. I think Rey, as a character, was actually a pretty interesting fucking character. Xerial, thank you so much for the Prime. I did really appreciate that. 4 months in a row. Thank you, brother. I think Rey as a character was actually pretty interesting. The problem is, every other Jedi in the history of fucking forever, including Darth Vader, who was supposed to be one of the most powerful Jedi before he turned to the dark side, right? Including Anakin. All of them had to train, and train a lot, in order to learn how to use a lightsaber, learn how to use the Force. It took years of careful training. Rey, on the other hand, wakes up one morning and goes, oh, never mind, fuck it. I'll just use this lightsaber, which isn't mine, but I'll just use it because I'm so powerful. And I just know how to use the Force, just automatically. It just comes to me. It's an itch in my fucking breast that I just feel. My nipple goes tingly, and then I just fucking use the Force, and it just does what I want it to do. It's like, no. That's not how this works. Like, oh my God, where's the training? Where's the actual tutelage? Where's the entire film that takes her on her training mission? Nah, never mind. Don't worry about that. Explicit, how you doing, brother? The Book of Boba Fett turned so cringe. I never even watched that. Like, I'm done with Disney shit. I don't want to see anything from Disney. My brothers love The Mandalorian. I haven't watched that yet. I tried to watch the... What's it called again? I literally just downloaded it the other day. Hold up. Let me... Obi-Wan? I downloaded the Obi-Wan Kenobi series because I thought, fuck, I like Obi-Wan. Let's see. What a pile of shit. Dude, what a pile of crap. How could you take Obi-Wan and fucking ruin him that much? Like, how could you ruin the story of Obi-Wan that much? It makes no fucking sense. I don't know. Really happy that I did not watch those new... Yeah, be glad you didn't watch the new Star Wars films. The original Obi-Wan and no lightsabers. Dude, I honestly don't know what the fuck to do with Disney, man. But hopefully... hopefully... eventually they realize that the path that they're on isn't the right one. I'm not saying that they will, because they're still making money. There's still a ton of people that watch that shit. Steve Denuser happens to be one of the people that thought that the new Star Wars films were absolutely incredible. Star Wars related stuff I watched was Rogue One. No, I watched... What was number 7? The first film that had Rey. What was that called? Force Awakens. I watched half of Force Awakens and I was like, yeah, never mind. We'll give this one a fucking wide berth. And since then, I've not watched a single thing that comes out of Star Wars. I've heard what people have to say about it. I was just like, yeah, okay, never mind. Because The Force Awakens, to me, suggests this is Rey. They discover her. She's the last hope for the Jedi. And now they train her, right? The name suggests that the Force awakens within her and she's going to be the leader of the Jedi. No training required. She already knows everything there is to know. What a coincidence, considering the fact that the Jedi Order is fucked. But never mind. Robotic Unicorn, you bastard. Thanks for the 5 community subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hearts in chat, ladies and gentlemen. 5 more community subs, Robotic. I really appreciate that, brother. Force Awakens could have been a false start than an okay trilogy, but fuck. Oh, and I remember the exact moment I was done with Force Awakens. I actually remember the exact moment. I think it was Force Awakens, but it was when Kylo Ren, I think it's called, he's called Kylo, right? When he removes his fucking mask and there is nothing wrong with his face. Like, not a single thing. His face is as normal as a morning fucking blossom, bro. It's like, what? dude, what the fuck did he... Why are you wearing this mask? What is the fucking point of this? And I know they were sort of going, oh my god, he's a fan of Darth Vader. Yeah, but he doesn't even have Darth Vader's fucking mask on. Like, if he was a fan of Darth Vader, let him wear fucking Darth Vader's mask, right? But no. He wears some weird mask and then just pretends to be Darth Vader. Now, that was just like, oh, never fucking mind. Let's just leave this. They made her something called a Force Dryad to justify her power. Yeah, but I don't like when you have to invent shit to justify the fact that you wanted to do something cool. Just stick to the lore. I would have loved Force Awakens if, you know, Rey got taught how to use her power. If that was the entire first episode of that was literally just Rey learning how to control the Force, I would have loved that. It would have been so fucking cool. If you guys could choose one universe from which you would love to see a movie, which universe would it be? Like one universe that currently either does have movies, but it's really bad, or doesn't have a movie at all. Which universe? Warhammer, all right. But Witcher already has a series though, Clean. Why would you want to see a movie as well? In the end, they just keep selling toys merch, and in 20 years, we will get adults who love those piece of shit movies. I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. There's a reason why most people watch old films, because they're just so much better. You want to know what film I watched 2 nights ago? Yeah, 2 days ago. And purely by accident, purely by fucking accident, I watched The Great Wall. Have you guys ever seen that? It's not a great movie. It is terrible, but the choreography of that film is really cool. I watched Jaws yesterday because I needed a good film. Jaws was actually good, although not anymore. You know, as technology have moved on, it's so clearly fake that I really struggled to watch it. Like, it's just so obviously fake that it really is difficult to watch these days. I tried to watch Jaws the other day. Actually, the other day I tried to watch Piranha. I don't know if you guys remember that film. Like, years ago, there was a film called Piranha. And it was about these piranhas that get into a lake and then just eat everything, you know. And when I was a child, that shit scared the fuck out of me. When I was a child, I thought piranhas was going to be a much bigger problem in my life than what it turns out to be. But yeah, I watched that film the other day. I thought, let's go watch fucking Piranha. I mean, it was a cool film, and now you watch it and you're like, oh, dude, things sure have changed. Zombieverse. Yeah, that sounds like one of those B-rated films. Even though with Matt Damon. Yes, the one with Matt Damon. It's just a really fun film to watch. I loved like the fighting choreography, and I did like the fantasy aspect of it. You know, the whole where do the monsters come from? You know, their story is that a meteorite hit the Earth, and that's where the monsters come from. And of course, the lady, whoever the girl is that plays the lead actress in that movie, super fucking cute, worth watching just for her. So, you know, Alf Karan, how you doing, brother? Is it just me, or are serious zombies movies just gone? There was a time for zombies, like during this is the problem with Hollywood, right? It goes through like these different cycles. It for a while, it was in the vampire cycle, right? With Twilight, and then just everything was fucking vampire. And then Because you had Twilight and you had the Vampire Diaries and you had the originals, and it was just like everything was vampire. And then Walking Dead came around and it was sort of everything was zombies. I don't know what stage we're in now for Hollywood, but we'll probably circle back in a few years. We'll go back to vampires, and then we'll go back to fucking zombies, and then we're probably in the Euro phase now. Like, the MCU is just, like, crazy fucking everywhere. And it's gonna reach a point where everyone's just fucking bored with it. Where everyone's just like, oh my god, I can't watch another superhero film, dude. And then they'll move on to something else. Yeah, the Resident Evil Netflix series. Did anyone here watch the Resident Evil Netflix series? Alcaron, if the song isn't copyrighted, maybe, but I doubt I would. Either way, because I can't control what he's gonna say. I mean, if it's a rap video specifically, there could be shit in there. So you'd have to submit it to the Discord. The mods will watch it, and if the mods think it's TOA safe, I'll watch it. You don't have to fucking pay me. I don't mind. I mean, I'm here to hang out, so it doesn't really bother me. Books are now being written like superhero movies. Dude, I started reading. I'm about 15% into 1984. They need to make a proper movie of 1984, man. Jesus. Because it kind of by accident that I stumbled into 1984. Because I bought my Kindle and everything alongside it just for the Warhammer stuff. And then I fucking found out that the Warhammer, like none of the Warhammer books, I'll show you guys. It is. 1984 is an incredible book. I read 1984 years ago when I was still in high school. I didn't read all of it, but I read some of it. And back then, none of it really mattered to me. I was reading this and I was like, who gives a shit? Now I read it and it's like, oh my fuck, dude. Like, the shit in that book is kind of insane. But I want to show you guys just the saddest fucking thing ever. Saddest thing ever. So, firstly, out of stock, as you can see here. Sad as fuck, bro. Out of stock. But then you go to the Amazon ones, right? So we go Horus Heresy. Let's do Kindle. And the Kindle title is not currently available for purchase. And that's literally in South Africa. Because it is available for purchase if I don't log into my account. So as long as I stay out of my account, no fucking problems whatsoever. The second I log into my account, it goes, nope, never mind. You're not allowed to purchase this book on Kindle. Which is super annoying because I literally bought the Kindle for the Horus Heresy stuff. I have this now on the audiobook version, right? As you can see here, I have this in my library already. But I hate audiobooks. Way through reading it myself. Disc option 1984. You guys know that George Orwell, the writer of 1984, was part of the Fabian Society. Picarco, how are you doing? I don't like I like reading. There's so many advantages to reading, right? That I would prefer to read it. But if there's no other way, then fuck it. I'll listen to the audiobook if there is no other way. And finding this in South Africa, no fucking dice, bro. Like, just no dice. You're not gonna find it in South Africa. Like, Raru says they have it. Let's see. Is this also gonna be out of stock, or are they actually gonna have this? Dispatched in 10 to 20 working days. Oh. Why do these two paperbacks have completely different prices on it? Lashajal, wait, is there a difference between 40k and Horus Heresy? I'm pretty sure Horus Heresy is just Horus Heresy, right? Enoch, how you doing, brother? Imagine a Horus Heresy movie, Akko? Dude, you don't have to fucking sell me on Warhammer movies. I would watch the fuck out of a Warhammer movie, bro. Yeah, absolutely. What is the difference? I don't understand. Why is this one 189? Dude, the price just keeps fucking changing. There's 3 prices for the same book. The fuck is going on? This one doesn't have any discount. This one has a 14% discount. And this one doesn't have a discount. This one is out of stock. I don't know what's going on. We got both Horus Heresy and 40k. I don't mind. I want to learn about the Horus Heresy. I want to start my journey of reading the 40k universe with the Horus Heresy box. But I'm probably gonna do all of them eventually. It might be different publishers. I really don't know. I don't understand, because it doesn't show anything. This is the Seeds of Heresy are sown. Wait. What? Oh, wait, this is different. No, it's not different. Is it different? The Seeds of Heresy are sown? The Seeds of Heresy are sown. No, it's the exact same fucking book. Yeah, it's just, it seems like it's just, I mean, it's supplied by the exact same fucking people. Release dates maybe. 18th of February, this one released. This one was the 26th of August, 2014. And this one was the 28th of August, 2018. So it's just different versions. One silver is gold. Yeah, it seems like it might just be like, yeah, different print runs. What's interesting, though, is that the oldest one seems to be the most expensive. Which makes sense for collector's edition stuff. Like, if you're going to collect stuff, obviously older is always better for some fucking reason. Annoys me really much that my first 6 books are silver and the rest are gold. I don't really give a shit about that, if I'm honest. I'm gonna buy this now. Fuck it, chat. I'm buying this now. Let me log in. I first have to see where my address is on this, because I really want this fucking book. And if it means oh, don't worry about that. I already have a plan. I'm gonna be making videos with every single Warhammer book that I read, sort of giving a synopsis as well as giving my discussions on what I think about those books, just so that everyone fucking knows. What's my address? I can't remember. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh, so nice, bro. So fucking nice. That's my cell phone number at this address. Good. My address is safe. So you're gonna do like Arch with these HH videos? I'll probably approach it more from like a speculation standpoint, because that is what I like. I prefer speculating on stuff rather than just covering it. So even if I do cover those books, it's definitely not going to be just regurgitating whatever the fuck I read, right? It will be a short synopsis and then a lot of discussion about what I think could happen next. Is that the right word? Regurgitating. Is that right, or is it no, it is regurgitate, right? That applies in essay. Disco option, it would be tax exempt, but the problem in South Africa is that YouTubing isn't considered a job. So I have to register a company, and then that company has to be registered as an acting agency or something like that. And that's it. Regurgitate. All right, there we go. Okay, hold up. I just registered my address. Dude, these guys have a lot of books. They have a lot of out-of-stock books as well, which is a little sad. So they have like a lot of these books are out of stock. They have The Sisters of Battle, Torun Grombeck. They have Warhammer 40k Infinite and the Divine. These are all out of stock. Then they have Nightbringer, Graham McNeil. Out of stock. Sons of Titan, out of stock. Next. Marnius Galgor. I don't know who that is. Indomitus. Is that an Ultramarine? I don't know. Dawn of War 3. Warhammer 40k Death Watch is out of stock. Fuck my life, dude. Out of stock. So many things out of stock. And the problem is I don't think these things are ever going to be back in stock. I highly doubt that they'll be back in stock soon. I literally just had the Horus Heresy box, and now it's sort of going, never mind. False Gods, Galaxy in Flames. Tuck Butford, how you doing, brother? Okay, here we go. So they have Horus Heresy, False Gods. That's the second book, no? Like, Horus Heresy, False Gods is the second book, isn't it? The First Heretic. The three first books are connected. Age of Darkness. Here we go. Horus Rising. Oh, there's two. Right here is two of them. Anyways. Okay, so we have the Horus Rising. You guys said which ones? Horus Rising, False Gods, and Galaxy in Flames. Do they have Galaxy in Flames? Let's see. Vengeful Spirit, Fear to Trade, Shadows of Treachery, Damnation of Pythos, No Fear, Siege of Terra, The Honored, First Heretic, Legion, The Raising of Prospero, Age of Darkness, Legacies of Betrayal, Outcast, Horus Heresy box set. Oh! Fuck! Dude, it's sad that they don't have... This is a little sad. If they... The first 12 novels in the New York Times best-selling Horus Heresy series, plus an exclusive anthology. Oh, it sucks that it's out of stock. Because this would actually have been a good purchase. The issue is buying, like... I don't want to buy any of this. eBay... Wait, is... No, bid or buy would be South African. The issue is buying any of this online from international sellers isn't going to work. Like, if I show you... I'll show you in a second. Let me just quickly... Horus Heresy box, eBay. I don't know if the eBay one is even going to work. Nope, that's broken. But okay, let's do... I'll show you what happens. So let's say I want to go for... Let's do the paperback, right? So look at this, yeah? We're on the paperback. It's going to be $8.99, yeah? But the shipping and import fees is going to be $15.21. So I could literally buy 2 books just for the price of shipping. I don't think that's fucking worth. I'm sorry, but I don't think that's worth it for shipping. So that's why I don't want to buy anything from international sites. I'd rather buy from this. All right, doesn't seem like they have the... Say again, who's the 3? It's Horus Rising, False Gods, and what's the other one? King Julian. Yeah, sure. I have money to throw away like that. Galaxy in Flames. Did I miss the Galaxy in Flames bit? Damnation of Pathos. Betrayed, no fear, darkness, Legacies of Betrayal, Outcast, Horus Heresy, the Primarchs, Eye of Terror, The Unburdened, Deathfire, McGregor's Honor, Tales of Heresy, Horus Rising, Crusades End, Lost Phoenix, Siege of Terror, the Horus Heresy box set, fucking hell, Anthology, Horus Heresy, Galaxy Flames PB. Not unreleased. How the fuck is this unreleased? I don't know what the hell that is. I've not read all 61 since I'm not interested in all of it. Some of them are about certain legions and minor battles. The 3 first ones are important. Then I'm pretty much just reading the last ones leading up to the final battle between Horus and the Emperor himself. So they don't have... Sadly, they don't have the one that I would want. Oh, no, but I have this one. The one that you just sent me, I already have that one. It's the Galaxy in Flames one is the one that I wanted. And they have it in stock. Okay, so we have all 3 of the first books in stock and raring to go, ladies and gentlemen. All of them fucking ready. Oh. Do I purchase them now? All 3 of them, or... Add to cart. Ooh, that's a lot of money. You're going to read them anyway, might as well, right? Yeah, but it's a lot of money to drop at once. I've already spent like a good $200 this month on books. I don't know if I should spend more money on books until next month. I hate spending this much money at the same time, like at once. I don't know why, because it makes no difference, right? You may as well just fucking buy it. Because whether you buy it this month or next month, doesn't matter. You're still spending the money. But when I spend the money at once, it feels like, oh my god, that's a lot of money. I should not spend that much money at once. Been retconning what the first legions look like. Some are hilarious. I hate spending money in general, so I understand the feeling. BC, yeah, 200 on books. To be fair, though, this is South Africa, so books can get really expensive. You guys saw what the input costs are, right? Roe has some breakdowns on these books. Who the hell is Wolf Lord Roe? Now, I'm not a huge fan of spending money. Like, I fucking hate spending money, man. I would love it if I could live my life without spending any money whatsoever. Courier to your door. Why is this even a fucking decision? You can go courier or pargo. This is the first time in my life I've heard this. Pargo is when you collect it from a local shop. Dude, what the fuck? Who the fuck orders something online and then says, no, you know what? Don't deliver it to my door. Deliver it to where I have to drive to go pick it up. Like, what's the fucking point? Just deliver it to my door, please. I'm also not entirely sure I like the fact that I'm spending this much money and they're still charging me for shipping. Little annoyed by that, but never mind. All right, you know what? Fuck you, chat. I'm ordering it, right? I'm fucking ordering it. Hey, Landkrabben, how you doing, bro? Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What the fuck is my mobile number? Sorry, chat. I need to check what my mobile number is. This should show you how often I give my mobile number to anyone. Yeah, okay, that's right. How many books this universe has? How many books are there in total of the Warhammer universe? No, 61 books in total for the whole universe? Bollocks. Yeah, Horus Heresy has like over 60. That I know. Dude, that is fucking nuts, man. Absolute nuts. Okay, I really hope that this fucking dispatches 10 to 20 working days. That is such a long time to wait for a fucking book, bro. That is such a long time to wait for a book. I don't know how these guys make any fucking money, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if that's right. Hold up, I need to go get my bank card. Here we go. Lucas, why did you give up on it? Getting on, kids. Maria, what flirt line? What line did I miss? What the fuck? Bank card number. That works. Expiry date. That works. Card security number. That works. Name on card. That works. Yeah, this is a Visa. She asked you to give her your number? Sure, Maria. I'm rarely on my phone though, so even if you have my number, you probably never get fucking hold of me. Like my phone, it literally exists so that I can ignore it. My family members get so fucking angry with me. All right, chat. I just spent $1,000 on 3 books. I hate you all. I hate you, chat. I'm poor now. Thank you, chat. Now I'm not going to be able to buy food. No, I'm lying. Just what is around wiki is around $600. Those some short stories, not full box. 1,000 rand, right? 1,000 bucks, 1,000 rand, not $1,000. That would be next level. The Okay Dragon, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love how cozy I feel when I farm my island and watching your stream on my second monitor. It's the best way to start the day. Ice Hound, how you doing, brother? Isn't that like £30 real money? Batman, go fuck yourself. Real money. So my money isn't real? It's like, oh, never mind, dude. Oh, that's rand. Yeah, that's fake. Monopoly money, right? Go fuck yourself, bro. No, it's like, how much did I just spend in dollars? Let's see. It was like 1,143 rand to dollar. 68. 68.13. So I spent $68.13. So there we go. I fucking hate spending money. But it's fine. I just got 7 ads. I hope that helps with the book costs. I don't know. Lord, maybe. I mean, it's Twitch. Let Twitch do Twitch things, I guess. Thanks for watching the ads, though. I really appreciate that. I wish you didn't have to get ads, but yeah. I'm a little excited, though. I'm excited for the books because they're going up there when I'm done reading them. You see that top shelf? That mouse needs to be replaced with books. Yeah? So the Horus Heresy books is going right there as soon as I'm done reading them. And then we have to fill up the bottom shelf there with more books and stuff. Yeah? And then we have to fill up that shelf with more books and shit. And then that bottom shelf, we'll just leave that because fuck the bottom shelf. No one cares about that. The Okay Dragoon, how you doing, bro? Thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Hello, Akalon. Your Warhammer 40k stuff is great on YouTube. It's always nice to see new people being blasted by 40k Universe. Bro, I literally just bought the first 3 books of the Horus Heresy, so I'm really glad that you're enjoying it. There is a Warhammer Heresy and 40k event this week called Warhammer Nova. From where? Where's the event? The first one is about the Great Crusade, world building and whatnot. Dude, you've got me with world building. I am a freak for world building. Everyone that plays Final Fantasy really didn't like ARR, A Realm Reborn, the first Final Fantasy. I fucking loved it because it was just world building. People complained about Stormblood because, again, lots of world building. People are like, it's really slow. The pacing feels a little bit off. I fucking loved it. World building is what I live for because whenever I watch things, like anything I watch, I always start speculating. Even if I don't make videos about it, there's always like this. So, for example, The Expanse. I have so many speculation theories about The Expanse. just from watching it and the gaps in the world and stuff like that. So I love shit like that. So you've got me. If it's about world building, I'm on board. Too slow? There's no such thing as too slow. There's no such thing. New tabletop units and maybe the whole Space Dwarf faction. Dude, I need to... Remind me, chat. Sometime this week, remind me. I need to go buy, like, double-sided tape or something. Like, I need double-sided tape because I want to do the following. I'll show you. I want to take this Warhammer figurine, right, that was made for me, and I want to put it somewhere here. Just imagine it. Just imagine it chilling right here. Wall Eaters and Angron coming out Nova. Talk about food. Plus Angron. What do you mean Angron? The problem is just where do we put it? Because should it be skew like this? Can it work when it's skew? It should be like this. I don't know. I need to figure out how I'm going to mount this. But yeah, I want to find a spot for this little fella. For now, let's just put him there. To the current 40k book timeline? Wait, okay, who the fuck is Angron? Like, explain this to me. Who the hell is that? Because you guys are talking as if I should know who the fuck that is. You can grab a random band and cut a finger long, then roll it so it will become double-sided. A random what? I don't even own that. Okay, wait. So, the only angry Primarch I know of is the one that got thrown so hard into his planet that he ended up near the core, then had to crawl his way back out, then reached the surface. Guys wanted to eat him, and he then decided to eat them instead, and then became Angry Batman. Is that the one, or is it a different one? That's Conrad. Okay, so Conrad is not the one. Angron is another one. But Maria Pigeon, I don't even own tape. That's the issue. I don't have any pens or pencils or like stationery of any kind. Also angry, but more like emo. Angron is the one with the butcher's nails in his brain. Let me just fucking Google this. You guys are not helpful at all, chat. Like, not helpful whatsoever. What happened to him? Is he also demon? Like, he's a demon as well, right? He's one of the traitor Primarchs. Oh. We may have to learn about him. If you guys say his story is sad, that might be an interesting story to see, especially since he is coming, right? Wait, Master Joel... He arrived on a planet where he was immediately enslaved and forced to fight in the arenas. Is that correct? Like, he's the only one that didn't... he didn't rule his planet. He's the only one that didn't rule his planet. That's the one, right? That's... Okay, I know exactly who that is now. Thanks. Thank you. Fuck. As soon as you said Gladiator, I was like, wait, I know that. Okay, thank you. Wow, I don't feel as lost anymore. Okay, good. I still don't understand how a Primarch isn't powerful enough to conquer his entire planet. He's a fucking Primarch, dude. He is super strong. Technically, he should be able to conquer his planet, no? Demonic device in his brain that caused him immense pain and driven him into madness. Ah, I remember that now. Yeah, he became crazy as fuck because of the shit that they did to him. Sorry, chat. I have to do this, otherwise I'm not going to get it done. And I wanted to start streaming while these were uploading. So we're quickly going to do some YouTube maintenance and shit. He was supposed to be support. He was about to go into a revolt against his gladiatorial masters when the Emperor showed up and noped him out of there, which made him resent the Emperor from the very beginning. Dude, I still believe that the Emperor made so many mistakes that he should not have made. Like, so many things the Emperor did that, looking back at it, you can't help but go, dude, if you just didn't do that, that would probably have been much fucking better. Sebi, how you doing, brother? Just go, Esculus, how you doing, bro? Though, yes, the Emperor should have just helped. I mean, the Emperor should have just left him. It's his son. His son wants to do this. Just let him fucking do it, right? Which video is this again? Doing great. Just had my B-Day last Sunday. Everything is chill and I'm full of energy for some heresy. It's nice. Shapeless, how you doing, bro? We still talking 40k? Yes, we're talking about Angron, and chat literally just forced me to buy the first 3 books of the Horus Heresy series. So I'm angry at chat, which is why I'm ignoring them for now. I have to get over my anger. Like, chat forced me. It wasn't my decision. It was all chat. No, I will love you later. But for now, I'm just going to be angry. I have no idea what that is, but I'm sure it's good. Semiwebs, wait. But you are into the 40k universe, right? I have to get over your Angron status. Chat based as always. Good work, chat. Proud of you guys. No, I am looking forward to reading that. Basically, I bought my Kindle for fucking no reason whatsoever. So that is a little bit annoying, but never mind. Could likely feel Angron's pain. Yeah, but if he felt Angron's pain, why didn't he do anything about it? Like, why did he not allow Angron to take his revenge? Badass to read about. You will most probably fall just as much in love with his first captain, Karn, later known as Khan the Betrayer. I binged a bunch of Luton 09 videos for like a month. Plus, I played the shit out of Total Warhammer 1 and 2 for months. But that's it. Dude, I'm getting into the universe right now. In a major way. Like, I want to read all of the fucking books. Or at least as many of the books as humanly possible. Because, yeah, that universe has my fucking heart right now. Warhammer Fantasy is also dope in a different way. I don't mind fantasy. I played Total War Warhammer 1 quite a bit, and Total Warhammer 3 I played quite a bit. I don't mind the fantasy stuff, but I'm more of a space guy. Like, I really fucking like the space shit. So for me, it's like 40k is just above what fantasy can provide for me, just because of space. Are you a fan of XCOM type games? I am. Yes. It's called Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. I've seen Chaos Gate. I want to play it. I have not played it yet, but it's definitely on my list of things to play. Batman, I have not played it yet, but someone in the community, I can't remember who gave it to me, but someone in the community actually did gift me Space Marine. So that is a game that's on the list of games to play at some point. Where is it now? There we go. So someone did gift me Space Marine. So we will definitely play Space Marine at some point. Fun fact of Big E, as far as we know, no one has ever seen what he really looks like. Warhammer author Dan Abnett said he shows people the form that is most useful to him, so there is a real chance he isn't even human. If he isn't human, they wouldn't have worshipped him as a god, would they? Like, the fact that they're worshipping him... Or are you saying that the Emperor may be appearing as if human, but that would be a disguise? Well, it would play into my theory. I'm currently, by the way, for anyone that is sort of wondering, I am currently working on my own theory of who the Emperor is, because I think I know. And that would definitely play into my theory for who the Emperor is. Because I don't believe that the Emperor is human. I believe the Emperor is a being whose sole creation was to stop chaos. Like, that's why he was created. And humanity was chosen as the perfect sort of vehicle to, like, the perfect army to stop this. Looking forward to Dark Tide and Space Marine 2. Please don't say Elon Musk. No, I don't think the Emperor is Elon Musk. Why would I think that? Wild Boy, how you doing, bro? He is unconscious in the Golden Throne. Wouldn't people see Alien? No, because his body might actually be human. So his body may actually be human, even though he himself is technically not actually human. Dude, these fucking thumbnails take so long to do, man. You have no idea. I spent 3 hours today making all of these thumbnails. There's Soros. It's a corpse alive. Dude, George Soros gives me fucking bad vibes, man. Like, that guy scares the living shit out of me.
But when everything is coming back to me, I feel as if my memory is paralyzed.
Now let's see. What is the last thing you can remember?
Oh, by the way, I haven't even told you guys. Skeptic Orc just got monetized. This means we now have 4 YouTube channels fully monetized. That is insane. Absolutely fucking nuts. To think, just a few years ago, like 2 years ago, I couldn't get a second channel monetized. Like, I struggled my ass off to get a second channel monetized. And now we've got 4 channels that's monetized. That's a little fucking nuts. Did the Emperor lie to mankind? Did the Emperor lie? That's fine. No, the Emperor is not Orc. I don't think. To be fair, there will be first true RPG for Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader by Alkite Games. The Alkite Dragon, yes. Definitely looking forward to that. Because it's CRPG. It looks fun as fuck. At least from what they've shown. It looks like my kind of game. So I am really looking forward to that. False God video that covers a lot of this. Didn't the Emperor banish the Void Dragon before he was even worshipped? If enough orcs believe him to be an orc, he will become an orc. Nope. Because he is something completely different. The orcs cannot believe the Emperor into anything other than what he actually is. The orcs do believe the Big E is a god. Lol, could be helping him. But they don't believe that he's their god. They just believe him to be a god, correct? Yeah. I just wonder why they would believe that. Like, what possible reason could they have for believing that? Rogue Traders video by Luton. Outside of Inquisition, they are only free to roam, almost people in space without being guard, Navy or Marine. The Akai Dragon, I have not seen that video yet. No. That's way too many ads. What the fuck is YouTube thinking? YouTube, Jesus. At some point, people should have the ability to actually watch the fucking video. Christ. But then they should worship the Emperor. If indeed they believe that the boss is the strongest, and therefore the boss should be the boss, then why aren't they worshipping the Emperor? Andy, yeah, but that's Twitch. Twitch is already a fuck up when it comes to ads. They still see him as non-green. All right, of course. Yeah, break it down for the orcs. He is a god, but he's not green, therefore not our god. Okay, wait. Did we miss the point of Shadowlands? Yeah, well, someone asked me the question, and I answered the question. Wild boy, how you doing, bro? I haven't seen you in a fucking while, brother. Chat, I'm almost fucking done, bro. I'm almost done, I promise. Let's just get this done, and then we can fucking relax and do more fun shit than this. Was there ever a reason given for why the orcs had their devolution? Was there ever a reason for that? Or is it just a case of they were once as civilized as, like, at their creation, they were probably as civilized as humans, and then, you know, shit just went bad for them? Does Magnus feel remorse? Magnus is called Magnus the Red, right? Orc intelligence based on how many of them there are, so less orcs equals a lot less smart orcs. The Crocs, the starting point of orcs, weren't civilized. Their sole purpose was to destroy. The orcs we have now are watered down versions of them millenniums ago. But the orcs were created by the old ones, right? So why would the old ones create a race that literally just wants to fucking slaughter and kill everything? What would be the purpose of that? Fight the Necrons and the Catan? But yet they created the Eldar and the humans as well, didn't they? Beyond my friends, how you doing, bro? Made to destroy the Necrons, then a failsafe to stop them from taking over and being too dominant. Nixty! You degenerate fuck. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Really appreciate that. 12 months in a row. Part of the DGen army. Really appreciate that. Welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just different approaches to the end, really. Also, I don't know if humans were. Someone told me that humans were. Eldar are like a specialist troops. Orcs are cannon fodder. Fire range. Ah. But it was too late, I'm assuming. At that point, it probably didn't happen soon enough. Because otherwise, why did they lose against the Necrons and the Catan, effectively? I'm assuming they thought that they had more time left. And then shit went bad. And I'm also, based on what I've read about the War in Heaven, the warp didn't always, like, the warp wasn't always this chaotic. The warp became chaotic because of all the death and slaughter and shit that took place in War in Heaven. Next year, I am a VTuber. This is not my real face. This is a program. 100% VTubing and ASMR here. This stream would be just as good on Pornhub. It was too late, and by the time the Aldar and Quarks gained enough steam, it was too late for the old ones. Dude, it must fucking blow dick, right? You have the perfect army, and you are so fucking ready, and then you underestimated the powers that stood against you. So Akko's the Emperor, as the visual form he shows is not his true form. Exactly. Think a bit like that is real? Fool, it's VTuber model. Exactly. Lonely fans. Jesus. Wow. Being called out by my own fucking chat. Being called out by my own chat. Like, oh, so in other words, if I made an OnlyFans, it would be called Lonely Fans because I'd be the only fuck on there. Like, here's your OnlyFans, Akko, plus you're the only person on it. You guys suck dick. You're supposed to lift me up. You're supposed to be the people that go, oh my god, you're so cool, bro. You're supposed to give me, like, a sense of godhood. But no, whenever I come to this fucking chat, I leave needing fucking therapy. Yeah, but isn't that a theory, though? That there's one old one left that's just sort of fucking walking around doing weird shit? Or maybe floating around, kinda? The right user, oof. True, though. With the removal of the Twitch exclusivity clause last week, and we expect Twitch streams on Monday. Metal Fan from Hal, you can expect something completely different, actually. We're going to be doing... one day Twitch, one day YouTube, one day Twitch, one day YouTube. Just for funsies. Because I want to see how that goes. So tomorrow, we're going to do the exact same thing we do today, just over on YouTube. And then the day after that, back on Twitch, and then back on YouTube, and then back on Twitch, and then so on and so forth. Just because I'm interested to see how YouTube streams would pan out. Plus, hopefully we can convince some of the fucking morons over on YouTube that, hey, these streams are actually fun. You should join us over on Twitch. Excited for the new Dune? I don't know if I'm excited for the Dune MMO. Pre-ordered. I decided I don't need the deluxe 72-hour access. What's 3 days? It's kept vague so that Games Workshop can pull an old one out of their ass if they want to. Yeah, but they do that for everything, right? It's all enough lore that they might retcon it. The nice thing about Warhammer is the fact that anything can be retconned at any time, and most people can't do anything about it because, well, what are you gonna fucking do, right? Why do you hate it, Lord? The problem with consistency, and this is the reason I think it's actually incredibly smart of them to do that. So the issue with wanting consistency in a universe, consistency is great if you're dealing with a series on Netflix, right? It's gonna have maybe 5 to 10 seasons, and then that's the end of it. You write the series and no problem. It's fine if you're dealing with, say, 2 or 3 books, like Lord of the Rings. Consistency starts to become a serious problem when you're dealing with always on ever evolving universes. So whenever you're dealing with a universe at the scale of Warhammer 40k or Warhammer as it is, the problem with trying to write everything as canonical, you're guaranteed going to run into issues in the future that then screws you. Because you've written everything to be canonical, right? So everything is now true and this is how it is. Now, let's say you want to do something in the future, but you've already written yourself into a corner where the only real way for you to do this thing is to do this thing. So let's use the Old One example. They write it so that there is definitely an Old One still around. And the Old One is still doing a thing. You now need to continue writing, keeping that Old One in mind, first and foremost. And you have to come up with some kind of a conclusion. Let's say on the other side, they said, no, we're going to kill all of the Old Ones. They are dead because we want that impact, that emotional impact that the death of a race would bring. Well, what happens in the 40k universe if you come up with an idea for a story, but the only way for that story to work is for an Old One to exist? Well, you can't bring the Old Ones back. They're dead now. So you have to come up with a new species. So that's sort of the only thing that you can do, is if you keep writing the story as canonically concrete, you're going to have to continuously creating new things because, well, you want to introduce new things and that's the only real way to do it. Or you're going to end up with a really unsavory story, which is the problem that World of Warcraft is in now. World of Warcraft tried to write their lore canonically, right? They wanted to have concrete canonical evidence and storylines for everything that they do. And then they came up with Shadowlands, and they had this grand idea. They were going to have one guy be the sort of mastermind of everything that had happened in World of Warcraft up until that point. Well, you have a problem. All of the lore that you wrote previously had conclusions. They were done. They had concrete evidence for who was to blame and who wasn't. So now you have to go, well, fuck it. We'll just ignore it. And then you have pedants like myself that go, actually, you can't say that. What are you doing? Like, this is clearly not the truth. And then like, no, but it is the truth because we decided it's the truth. No, but it's not the truth because here's the actual lore and here's whatever the fuck you just said 5 minutes ago. The actual lore and what you said 5 minutes ago isn't the same thing. So it's almost always better to try and be as open-minded as possible with your story. Now, I get that that creates a lot of frustration for a lot of players because as a player, you want to know what's true and what isn't. And the last thing you want is a world that basically can change at the drop of a pen. But I feel as if that's part of the success for Warhammer, is the fact that things can change at the drop of a pen. It's what allows people to speculate about the story that otherwise you would not be able to speculate about, right? How's your electricity schedule looking? We don't have any load shedding at least announced yet, but that can change again at the drop of a pen. My government takes a lot of sort of inspiration from the Warhammer universe. So they can literally announce within the next 2 hours, oh, by the way, we're load shedding tonight, and then I'm fucked. But there, at least right now, there haven't been any tweets suggesting that load shedding is coming, so we'll see. I don't know, narrator is something I prefer because things can change to a degree. I think that should also be mentioned here. The reason I don't mind Warhammer's approach to their lore is they don't actually retcon stuff. They retcon things because everything that you're told in the Warhammer universe comes from, as Lord said there, the unreliable narrator. It comes from someone that heard from someone that maybe this is true. Which means if they change it, it's fine because the person that told you that this is the thing that happened was just wrong about the thing that they thought that had happened. So it's much more palatable to have retcons to that in that regard. It's much more palatable. Elder Scrolls does this too. True. I mean, Master Jal, I can't really comment on that because I don't know. I don't know anything about the appearance stuff that much, but I think if you get a retcon purely because they want to make more money, I can see why people would be pissed off by that. So if they, for example, decide, okay, never mind, we're going to change the appearance of this Primarch and all of the legions because we want to sell new figurines. Yeah, I can see why people would be like, dude, what the fuck? I've spent thousands of dollars getting this Space Marine or Chaos Marine regiment, and now you change it. So now I have to buy more of the same thing. That is disgusting, and I'm pretty sure Games Workshop probably does that because they don't seem to care much about being honest, at least, or just being a good company. So I can see them doing scumbag shit like that. But story retcons, I don't mind. I'm almost done writing your 40k Chaos God backstory. Oh, next day, I can't wait to fucking see that. Primaris Marines. .40k story progresses so slowly. I think retconning is one thing, but the story making no sense, like in WoW, is shit. Yeah, but the story doesn't make sense in World of Warcraft because Steve Denuser doesn't know the story of World of Warcraft. That's the only reason it doesn't make sense. At the moment, I've seen is the creation of the Primaris, because the Imperium isn't supposed to make new stuff. It's super heresy to do it. Then they suddenly show up and the Imperium is like, nope, no heresy here. What do you mean? Wait, someone explain the Primaris to me. Or link me a video that explains the Primaris to me. Freaking wild, my good sir. Nexty, I am looking forward to that. Marines are a cash grab regardless. That's why playing Xenos is better. Heresy. Inquisitor, over here, please. This fuck dare say that playing a Xenos race is better? That will not stand. Dude, fuck the Xenos races. It's all about the Imperium of Man. Everyone knows that. Dude, now I have to check how the fuck do you spell Khadgar's name, man? Wait, is that fucking correct? Is that actually correct? It's actually correct. Lol. Aldar for me. Why would you play Aldar? So who here plays Imperium? Or even if you don't play, just tell me who here likes the Imperium. But the only Empire that I like is the Infinite Empire. Beyond my friend, who's the are you talking about the Chaos Empire? I could probably play Chaos Space Marines as well. Something like Abaddon or... I could probably see myself playing Chaos Space Marine as well. Although I'm not a huge fan of Chaos, to be honest. I really dislike the Chaos Gods because they seem fucked up to me. Who plays Tau? Do we have any Tau weebs in chat? Blood for the Blood God, skulls for the Skull Throne. Grofal plays Tau. Iron Hands are the most powerful legion, in my opinion. Iron Hands. Dude, I still wish Horus wasn't dead. I would have loved to see fucking Horus in the universe. For Necron? I do like the Necrons. Of all the Xenos races, it's probably between Aldar and Necron for me. If I'm gonna choose one of the Xenos races, it's probably gonna be one of those. I would definitely not play Tau though. Like that's just fucking whack to me. Like, why anyone would play Tau makes no sense to me. August 30th, 31st, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. All right. That's the videos for the Skeptic Orc done and dusted. Now, next up. Tech Marines. Are they chaos or just normal? I could probably just fucking, yeah, just fucking public this shit. No, public it. It's fine. I barely spend any time on this fucking channel. This is my 5th channel. And the last video I uploaded to this channel was 94 days ago. It was this one. Akalon triggers all Final Fantasy players. I'm supposed to upload my clips and stuff to this channel. But I keep forgetting. Machine Gods or Heresy. Tech Marines. There are Space Marines with dual loyalty to Emperor and Machine God. Yeah, and for some reason the Empire, like the Inquisitors don't mind the fact that there is a Machine God being worshipped. Which is, quite frankly, a little bit annoying, but never mind, you know? Or they kind of have to live with it. Do they actually hate it, though? Because that would make sense. I was under the impression they don't mind it. Like, if they actually do mind it, that's fine. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this channel, man. Why am I fucking worrying about this? Just fucking make it live. Your realm has a lot of trials, and the only way to speak to you directly is to be near death and sacrifice their eternal soul to your army. Even if they leave your realm, their souls stay. Oh. Well, I like that. I do not mind that at all. Alright, there we go. Chat, there we go. That's done. I think that's it. I think we've done everything we needed to do. Yeah, I think we've finished the YouTube maintenance. Congratulations, chat. You've done it. You've reached the end of the road. Now we can fucking chill. Feels good to be done with work. That's what it's up to. Wait, isn't it along the lines of they think they are just misguided and the machine spirit is just a version of the Emperor's will? I'm still not sure. Like, I don't know if you should ask me that because I'm not entirely sure. So here's where I get very confused. The tech priests believe in the machine god, but then for some reason there's also like an omnisire, which is apparently not the machine god, but also kind of maybe the machine god. I'm not entirely sure, but it sounds like it could be two different entities, the omnisire and the machine god. If a man of iron claimed there is a real machine god, but the Mars people have it all wrong. I still haven't read up on the godmaker glands. Isn't it the tech used to make new adaptation organs to implant to a marine? So I'll be honest with you. I have to learn a lot more about the Mechanicus. I know quite a bit now about the Imperium of Man. I know very, very little about the Mechanicus. I know that they make all of the big weapons. Like, without them, humanity would be 100% fucked. Was Luton's video about them? We're gonna be watching a lot of videos. Don't worry about that. I have to go piss. I have to go take a leak, bro. Just see. Dude, my YouTube homepage is such a fucking mess. Like, there's a little bit of everything on here. I think the YouTube algorithm is so confused whenever it it takes a look at what I watch, because I watch just about everything. The algorithm is just like, I don't know what the fuck to show this guy. He'll watch anything. I lived 20,000 years ago in the golden age. They would know. Feuding the Chaos Gods, one battle at a time. Marshall, I wouldn't say that they would know. Templar, how you doing, brother? I wouldn't say that the men of iron who lived 20,000 years ago during the golden age, how would they know about a machine god? French toast. Where's the French toast stuff? Niara. What French toast? Okay, wait, I have to go to the bathroom. Fuck, chat. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some coffee as well, so everyone take a fucking break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, chat. Ian said it seems like the machine god is actually just an incredibly powerful AI. I mean, technically speaking, that would not be unbelievable, would it? Because if the machine god is just an incredibly powerful AI, it would make sense why the machines don't work unless the AI decides that they work. Pate, how you doing, bro? I haven't given up Final Fantasy at all. Giving up Final Fantasy would suggest that I didn't like Final Fantasy and decided never to play again. We just got busy with other things. If you know me, you would understand. I am incredibly fickle. I will be in love with something for a while and then I move on to something else and then I'll return. Once again, it takes me a long time to finish games. Because, yeah. A good example of this is for the last 3 weeks, we've been playing Divinity Original Sin. Yeah? Now I'm bored with it. I don't want to play it again. I still like the game. I still think that it's an absolutely incredible game. I'm just bored with it at the minute. I don't want to play it right now. I was bored for a while with Final Fantasy. Not because I didn't like it. I actually love the fucking game. I still believe that Final Fantasy is the best MMO on the market right now. I just got a little bit bored playing it. I'll be back. I'll be back as soon as I'm no longer bored or bored with everything else and I sort of go, fuck it, let's play some Final Fantasy again. Do you know that? Does it make it not frustrating as fuck? I know that it's frustrating, but think about it like this, guys. It's padding out the content for longer. Like, think about it that way, and then it doesn't make it better for you, obviously, but it makes it really good for me. And if we can all just agree that if it's good for me, that's a good thing, we'll all be much happier here, I think. Black Rage is where Blood Angels suffer after his death. That's when they relive the death of Sanguinius. Wait, they relive the death of Sanguinius. Jesus, that can't be fun. What the fuck? Like, relive proper, as in they experience the death every single time they die. Or every single time they activate the Red Thirst, they experience his death once again. Sanguinius is the one who died at the hands of Horus, correct? Yeah, so he was a good guy. And his Legion, I'm assuming, still good guys? You don't really come back from the thirst. His death was such that it caused a psychic backlash. When they fall into the Black Rage, they start to think they are Sanguinius. And everyone else is Horus, and they are fighting him. Fuck. Dude, that must be... I don't know why... Who would think of that? Like, what sadistic fuck thinks about the universe and thinks that's a good way to do it? Because it is. It is sadistic as fucking balls. Nexty, even if you just send them to me in email, that's still really cool. I'd love to fucking see that. But there's a theory that he killed Horus during a fit of rage, and when Emperor showed up, he was so lost to his rage, he attacked the Emperor, and that's why the Emperor had such a hard time killing him. All of this obviously kept hush-hush afterwards. So the reason, Mads, I would probably say that's not true. If his Marines literally relive the final moments of his life every single time they enter the Black Rage, they would know this, because they would be able to see that it's the Emperor that actually kills Sanguinius. They don't see that. They see Horus. They know that it's Horus. So I would say just there, the lore probably doesn't support that theory. Mans, they say that they see everything as Horus. There's a rumor that Blood Angels are in the 10th edition starter box. Wait, is the 10th edition the new one? Is that how many editions there is currently? Space Wolves have the worst gene flaw. What's their gene flaw? They start screaming Horus, why did you betray us? So unless they retcon it, the 9th is current, 10 will be the next. So what changes are you guys most looking forward to in the 10th edition? If any. Reduction, removal of stratagems. Why would you need stratagems removed or reduced? Blood Angels falling to the Black Rage, screaming at a random Tau. Horus. Random Tau looking around confused. Who is Horus? They focus on morale. I'm pretty happy with 9th word bearers at the moment, so not much. Space Wolves go insane and come anti-warp werewolves. Jesus. I hate 40k line of sight rules. Like 40 plus stratagems for each army. In effect, back to how they were, but probably not as they seem to be moving away from their more random fun aspects. On interesting factions, but it isn't happening. What I don't understand is why is it that the Warhammer universe specifically, why is the Imperium of Man so well fleshed out, and then all of these Xenos races seem to be there simply to support the Imperium? Because, like, if you look at Luton's videos, you look at Bricky's videos, Bricky had an entire the first video was dedicated to humanity and the Imperium. And then the second part was all of these Xenos races. Luton have so many videos about the Emperor of Man and the Imperium and mankind. And then all of the other factions get like 1, maybe 2 videos. Do you remember when you can use what stratagem on which unit, under which conditions, and what it does? And that's just for your army. Competent level, you need to know the most used in every other army too, in my opinion. Because the story is about the Imperium of Man. I think 80% of the community buys Imperium stuff because the Imperium is the most fleshed out. See, if I worked for Games Workshop, I would actually start paying a lot more attention to the Xenos races. Like, try and get the Xenos races as fleshed out as the Imperium of Man. Because why wouldn't you? Seven Raven, how you doing? I feel like it just makes sense. It's just fucking obvious to me. Alright, I want to watch this. This is called How League of Legends Conquered the World.
Nick was an American high school student living on the island of Guam. Growing up on an island is a bit of a double-edged sword in many regards. Islands can be paradise with beautiful landscapes, but sometimes bored high schoolers just want something to do. For Nick, that something ended up being playing computer games. Real-time strategy games were hugely popular during the time and had caught Nick's attention. He had been playing games like Homeworld and StarCraft religiously to a point where he was starting.
The man knows his shit. The man knows his shit. I just watched the monthly recap of games coming out next month. There is some cool shit coming out. Of course there is. I mean, we are entering sort of like the time of year when all the good games come out. We just exited the drought phase. Although the game that I'm most looking forward to is Plague's Tale: Innocence. It's a G-Bay video. He made pretty good vids back in the day. What video? You want superhuman soldiers? You want tanks? You want bigger tanks? You want a missile launcher that's designed to level cities? Then come on down to the Imperium of Man. Nice. All right. Maybe to give some backstory here, I am a huge League of Legends fan. Used to play it for about 6 years, way back in the day. Haven't played it though for a long time. Nowadays, I literally just watch the LEC. I'm a huge esports LEC fan. Misfits represent Fnatic Misfits this weekend. Not sure who I'm supposed to support because they're both my teams and they're playing each other. And the one who loses is out. They don't go to Worlds. They're literally playing each other for a spot at Worlds, which is sad as fuck. But anyways, so yeah, I'm a huge fan of League of Legends, and of course we have the League of Legends Riot MMO coming up, which is going to be huge as well. So yeah, let's see how League of Legends conquered the world.
Starting to learn how to mod the games himself. StarCraft in particular had a pretty detailed map editor included in its main expansion, which allowed players to create their own custom maps and modded versions of the game they could then share with others across the internet. This really caught Nick's attention, and before long, he was creating and publishing his own games to the web. Shortly after that, Nick began to develop a small following who enjoyed paying attention to his games, eagerly awaiting his next release. He would make dozens of games over the course of a number of years, but his magnum opus came out in 2001. It was called Eon of Strife.
Dude, if this turns out that League of Legends was once again first made on like a Blizzard title, Blizzard is gonna fucking kick themselves. Because Dota was made in Warcraft, right? The original Warcraft like map editor made Dota, which Blizzard didn't give a fuck about. When the people who made Dota, when they sort of went to Blizzard and they were like, hey, do you want to buy this? Blizzard was like, nah, never mind. And then eventually Valve was the company that picked up Dota and made a Dota 2, and that's where Dota was born. And now it turns out League of Legends may actually have had its start in StarCraft. It's like, oh, for the love of fuck. Like, Blizzard, both the biggest MOBA games on the planet, both had their start in Blizzard games, and Blizzard cannot pull off making a fucking MOBA. You know, when they did Warcraft 3 Reforged, they withheld ownership of any game made in the world editor. Exactly, Tuck. Maybe because of this, right? They were like, fuck it. The community keeps making better games than what we do. We won't let them have any games. If anyone makes a game with our map editor, it's ours. We have the game. It's our game.
The basic idea behind Eon of Strife was a team of 4 players were tasked with fighting in a war between 2 armies while only being able to control 1 character each. This all took place on a specialized battlefield that featured 2 bases, one on each side of the map with 4 lanes connecting them. Every few minutes, minion units would spawn from each base and run down the lanes until they met the opposing army and began fighting.
Dude, literally.
The goal for the players...
Literally, the dude fucking made... the dude made League of Legends in StarCraft. Blizzard just can't catch a break, bro.
was to fight alongside their hordes of minions,
Oh,
eventually
fucking
pushing back the enemy forces, making it to the enemy base, and destroying it. All of this was originally played against a computer that had slightly stronger units than the players did, which is where the challenge came in. The 4 teammates would have to work together, helping each lane that fell behind before the enemy team overran their base. The one thing players had going for them, though, was their champions would be slightly stronger than the average.
I didn't even think of that, chat. This is actually... Yeah, I didn't even think of that. This guy may actually have made, like, the original MOBA. The grandfather of all things MOBA. Because, yeah, Dota came from Warcraft 3. StarCraft 1 launched a lot sooner or earlier than Warcraft 3. Motherfucker, yeah, Blizzard hates their life, bro.
Average minion, as players got
They
to
could have
choose to
owned
play
this.
as one of 6 unique heroes. These heroes had special stats and abilities, and anytime they got a killing blow on an enemy minion, they would be granted a bit of currency they could later use to upgrade their character.
Yeah.
It was a fun little map that caught enough attention online that fans were still thinking of it when Blizzard released their next game. In 2002, Warcraft 3 debuted, which was a game that looked almost suspiciously like Eon of Strife. Although it was another traditional real-time strategy game released from Blizzard Entertainment, with the normal base building and army management always included, Warcraft 3 introduced a new idea to the genre, heroes. Players were now given unique characters that had special abilities and could fight.
Wait, so Blizzard did steal that idea from him, but they never thought to themselves, hey, you know what? Maybe this could work.
Alongside their hordes of minions in battle. It didn't take long for old Eon of Strife fans to notice the similarities, and soon many were recreating their mod in Warcraft 3. One of those fans was a kid named Kyle Summer, better known online by his username Yule, who called his version Defense of the Ancients, or simply Dota. His version of Dota was a little bit different from classic Eon of Strife in that it was now played on a 3-lane map and included 5 players on each team. Dota also expanded on the roster of playable heroes by a very wide margin, as it was now easy for fans to take basic Warcraft 3 characters and import them into their own mod. Shortly after, Warcraft 3 would have its own expansion released, coupled with another highly detailed map editor. Seeing the potential for the game to grow, Kyle made a really selfless decision to release his game's source code so anyone could copy and build their own version of Dota. Soon, dozens of Dota variants, each with unique heroes and items, were being made.
Did you know what's interesting? Back then, things were so new. Do you think this would happen today? Do you think if someone made a map editor game today that was really successful, they would just release the source code? Absolutely not. They would be like instantly, oh my god, I have the next big fucking game. Let's go. Back then, people were just doing this for fun. Like, this guy was having so much fun. He was like, okay, I'm going to make the source code public and see what other people can come up with. Let's see how cool this could be, because I want fun games to play. Let's see if other people can make this even more fun. That passion is gone from the gaming industry, man. Just completely gone.
And shared all across the internet, until 2 friends had an idea. A couple of Dota players who went by the names Mian and Ragnar gathered all of the best heroes they found in all the variants of Dota across the web and created a single mod that included all of them, called Dota All-Stars. In 2004, the mod really began picking up steam when it made its way to the University of Wisconsin. There, a young student named Steve Feek, who went by the online username Ginsu, picked up All-Stars and began patching it. Ginsu originally began fiddling around with the game because he wanted to fix some of the bugs he kept running into when he was playing games with his old college buddies, but before long he was releasing regular versions of it with even more changes to make the game more fun. He was adding item trees for players to further customize their characters, as well as adding a boss monster to the map named after his bowling ball, but the most significant change was Ginsu thought this genre of game might be more fun if instead of fighting waves of AI minions, players instead fought each other. That was the change that blew Dota up into the mainstream.
Of course. Oh, holy shit, dude. 61 million fucking views, bro.
Difficult to describe what made the game so fun, but by 2005, Dota was becoming a worldwide success. At Blizzard's first ever annual BlizzCon event, they hosted a Dota tournament, even though it was all for a game they didn't even make. The fact that Dota found so much success while being nothing more than a custom map in another person's game was remarkable, but it didn't take long for the game's limitations to begin showing. Because every Dota match had to be run through a Warcraft 3 custom lobby, the game would never be able to have independent features like a matchmaking service, ranked ladder, or punishment system for players who abandoned games. If this new genre was ever going to have those features, it would have to become a standalone title. And in 2006, someone had the idea to make exactly that. Dota fanatics Brandon Beck and Mark Merrill founded Riot Games that year, and shortly after went around hiring many original Dota creators, including Ginsu, to develop their own game.
Dude, that's it, right? That is it. Just take the inspiration, make your own company, GG.
Game known today as League of Legends would prove to be everything the original mod couldn't be, growing past all previous limitations. League of Legends had a long and trying development it had to go through before ever seeing the light of day. Most of the developers working on the game were nothing more than fans of a custom Warcraft map with very little professional game design experience beyond that. When it came to building their own game engine and early prototypes, there were always loads of problems they were running into, which eventually led to a pretty buggy experience at first. Similarly, Riot had a bit of a conundrum they had to answer in what their game would actually be. While they certainly knew they were making a Dota-style game with a 3-lane map, players choosing characters and customizing their playstyle through items and role choices same as ever, there was always a question of whether or not certain things should be changed. Many original Dota elements were things that were simply left over from the Warcraft 3 engine, like the day-night cycle, slow turn ratios, and an ability to kill your own minions. Riot would go on to remove all of these elements, much to the chagrin of Dota.
Dude, this must have been like even prior to season 1, right? Because I don't remember, and I played the game on like when it first came out, and I don't remember ever seeing this UI. So this must have been like early day UI, very early day UI. Although I will say this, just something that I find incredibly interesting. It's kind of the same way World of Warcraft started. You know, yes, Mike Morhaime did study game design, but Blizzard was a company founded by gamers. It was people that they were nerds that loved playing video games and wanted to make video games. That's it. That's all they cared about. You know, they hired people back in the day, people like Terran Gregory, who had little knowledge outside of knowing how to use OBS and making like sort of editing movies. They hired people like Ian Azikostas, who was a lawyer at the time, but just really loved raiding, to start making raids for them. It was a company that it was far more important back in the day that you had passion for gaming than it was that you went to college. And I want to say it shows. Because these days, if you wanted to go, like literally go to any gaming company right now and apply for a job there, if you don't have at least a degree in game design or coding or some shit like that, you won't even get a foot in the door. Like, they will legit just not fucking hire you. They need you to have that useless fucking degree on your wall. And it shows. Because the games that we get these days is nowhere near as impactful. I'm not going to say that they're not as good, because there are really good games that still come out every single year. But if we're talking about genre-defining games, like, for example, Warcraft and StarCraft, like World of Warcraft, like MOBAs, like League of Legends, these were genre-defining. These were games that pushed gaming into a whole new direction that people didn't even know at the time they wanted. These days, you get a lot of companies that do what everyone else has done before them, right? So everyone sort of makes a copy of everyone else. They make the graphics look a little bit different and the playstyle maybe a little bit different. But for the most part, it is the same game that everyone else is playing. Very few companies these days can actually push it forward and actually define what the genre is supposed to be outside of your indie companies, which again goes back to that a lot of indie companies are founded by a group of friends or one guy that just has a passion for making some video games. That's it. And it is so fucking glaringly obvious. Warcraft 3 and Dota get their ideas from this. Nixty, I'll check it out in a second. Jurgen, how you doing, bro? Japan never stopped making games, in my opinion. Waste some indies aside. Stagnated, though. I mean, I'm not going to say that because I genuinely don't know, right? I'm not a huge, like, Japanese game follower. I don't really play a lot of Japanese games. Outside of Final Fantasy XIV, I don't think I've ever played a Japanese game outside of Final Fantasy XIV. Unless you want to count Tomb Raider, which is made by Square Enix, but it's made, I think, by their Montreal studios, so it's not actually a Japanese game. So I can't really comment on that. But no, I do. Outside of that, I'm going to say it's clear that the West have become far more business first. So the West doesn't look at gaming as a passion, as an art. It looks at it as a business, and you want to make money, as much money as possible. Tasty, you bastard. Thank you so much for the Prime Sub. Did really appreciate that. 2 months in the DGen army. Thank you, bro. Dark Souls, played a little of Dark Souls. Love Elden Ring, though. So, yes, okay. Let's say Elden Ring, that is also a, Asian Japanese studio. Wait, is From Software Japanese? I think it's Japanese, right? But that's not really the game that comes to mind when you think Asian games. So yeah, okay, Homeless Dude, yeah, okay, I can agree with you there. There are definitely a lot of good games that comes out of Japan these days. The West does have its gems, but it is fewer and farther between. Mainly because it's all about the money nowadays. As soon as you come up with any idea for a game, the first question that almost every single company in the West asks is, what cash shop can we put in here and how much money can we make here? That's it. That's what they want to know. And usually that also means, well, fuck you. There's not going to be much of a game.
Diehards, but they believe doing so would streamline the experience, creating faster gameplay that was easier to understand and felt more responsive to play.
Oh, dude, I remember this. You guys, I don't know. I know that's not what this is actually about, but this is SKT T1 Faker. Faker, for a long time, was considered to be the best mid laner in the world. Look at his health, right? Look at the other guy's health, Rio. And look at what this guy does. I hope he shows the whole clip here, because fuck me, this was OP.
Many of these quality of life updates in retro.
He actually ends up killing the guy. It was so fucking good. I remember that clip really well, but he does end up killing Rio.
Respect were probably a pretty good idea, but one evening, Riot took things a bit too far. At some point during development, Riot made the decision to make their main game mode a 6 vs 6 experience rather than the traditional 5 vs 5 Dota had always been. They were probably thinking the number of players—
Lost, right, so you do have a point there. And it's one of the reasons I believe that the AAA gaming industry will have its inevitable end at some point. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me instantly here, but I believe that within the next decade to 2 decades, AAA gaming is going to die. AAA gaming, to my mind, is very similar to mainstream media. Back in the day, if you wanted to be able to speak to the world, you needed a media company, right? You needed massive cameras, massive budgets, massive sets, massive lights, and you needed some way to broadcast that message to the world, and then other people needed televisions and all that shit. That's over. I'm sitting here in my room with an internet connection, camera, and I'm talking to you guys. And all over Twitch, there are average human beings having discussions with people around the world, independent of the mainstream media. Mainstream media is dying, and I view the AAA gaming industry as a similar thing. It used to be important. Why? Because back in the day, the only way for people to play your game was to buy it on a disc. Those discs would cost money. If you want to print a disc, you need the money to buy the raw materials to actually get the discs. Then you need the money to actually print all that code on that disc. You need packaging, you need shipping, you need marketing, because obviously all of this just costs money. You need to market to make sure it's getting sold. So you needed a shit ton of money just to make some money off of your games. Nowadays, it is fucking simple. It is simple. You have Steam. You post your game on Steam. It's easy as that. It's done. You don't need a production company. You don't need a publishing company. You just need a game, a good idea. And if you're really fucking hard up for it, so if you don't have any cash to do any sort of advertisement, just go to a couple of streamers. Like, legit. You can literally email a couple of streamers and be like, hey, I just made this game. I want to send you a key. If you would try it out, maybe try it on stream, just see what you think of it. I'd love to get some feedback. And a lot of streamers would probably be like, yeah, all right, no problem, man. I'll give it a go. Let's see how it goes. Steam is going to be the death of the AAA industry, because Steam is to the AAA industry what YouTube and Twitch is to mainstream media, in my opinion. AAA studios won't die. They are morphing into something else. They won't make games for you and me anymore. Only mobile style games, because the market for those is a lot bigger than the market for PC and console games, and the customers are far less demanding. That's right, but that's a pivot from them, right? That still is the death of AAA gaming. Because if they pivot, and I think you are right, we see it, Blizzard is already going balls to the wall in mobile, with so many mobile offerings in the pipeline. That's literally one of the reasons why Microsoft is buying Activision Blizzard, is because of all of the mobile games that they have in the pipeline. So we are seeing more and more of these companies diving into the mobile market, but that still is technically the death of AAA gaming, because if they're going to make games for mobile, I'm not going to play those, right? I'm going to get my games from the indie developers, because fuck them. And I do think the mobile market is going to catch up as well. Mobile, currently, as far as I'm concerned, is where PC used to be back in the day, where you could basically come up with any fucking game and there's going to be an audience for it. But as that audience also matures and sort of grow up, they're going to start demanding better games, which is then going to mean that more and more people are going to dive into the mobile development space. More and more indie companies are going to dive into the mobile development space, and eventually the AAA companies will just become obsolete. Why? Because they're too big. For a AAA gaming company to make money, they have to sell millions of copies, and they need a cash shop in order to get all the money. For an indie company to make money, if they get 100,000, 200,000 copies sold, they've made money. You know, they've made good cash just from selling a couple of 100,000 copies, because they only have like maybe 5 or 6 developers that they need to pay, and that's good money. You know, $20, 200, 300,000 copies. That's a decent chunk of fucking cash. More room for PC games? True. I've not been listening for the past 10 minutes, but I agree. Andy, go fuck yourself. We don't need you to agree, bro. We also run into issues of larger companies have too many people monetizing what can and can't be done in games. So instead of things being raw and brilliant, it's mostly shill. Nick Steve, very fucking true.
Players per team had changed before, and maybe this could improve the experience further. In interviews as late as April,